Hello guys, my name is TheRussianBadger, and the first thing that I'd like to tell you is that I just had the most wonderful meal at Casablanca. You don't even understand the quality of this food that I just had. The pork loin with lime jello is outrageous. I wanted to declare that ahead of time, that the meal and the food that I just consumed was absolutely terrific. I have to say, outstanding. The second thing that I like to say is that I have definitely heard your concerns, and this is two major things. Number one, this is a brief synopsis of the first concern. Badger, why ain't you listening to your music in the intro and outro? And essentially, I can answer that. I've just been lazy, okay? Most of the music that I list in intro and outro is obviously classical. So oftentimes it's something like Concerto Number 23 in A major featuring R. Kelly, Kanye West, dubstep auto-tune remix. And then I don't really feel like typing all of that out. And some of you have been really up in arms. Like, a lot of you have been saying it incorrectly. Like, you'd say it's Beethoven in the comment section. That's clearly Bach. And some of you even got offended. Like, why you ain't listening that, though, man? Mozart, I bang that shit on the way to the club, though. Okay, so I have solved that problem, and I will now list all the music. And I'll even link it if possible. If I'm able to link it, or if there's some kind of link that I can provide to you, I will definitely do that. Number two, okay. I don't know if it's just the German viewers or everybody else because they just want to hear it, but I have heard your concerns about me wanting to, or you guys wanting to hear an all-German commentary. And despite the fact that a lot of it is just going to be me getting the case wrong, like, oh, der Auto, das Auto, or, oh, der Bäckerei, oh, die Bäckerei, and a lot of it's just going to be me apologizing, but I think I can still do it. If you guys really do want me to do it, I can definitely do it, but I think my English, I would need a consensus that a lot of you guys actually want me to do it, because I don't want to be the entire time like, oh, bitte verzeihen Sie meine schlechten Deutschkenntnisse, ich will, dass Sie mich versteht. I don't want to be saying that the entire time, but if you guys really want me to do it, I will do it, right? Deutsch ist nicht so einfach, English is sehr einfach, but I will do it for you, alright? I'll do it for you if you guys really want. And number three, if I can still maintain my counting, is this class, alright? And if I could declare this class, if I could describe this class accurately, other than balling out of control, you know what I like to call it? This is, okay, get this, alright? It's called the XREX. And I know you're probably thinking, personally, I think it's a lot easier or a lot cooler than it actually sounds. And you guys hear XREX and you're, okay, that's not all that interesting. But I hear XREX and that is the best name I have ever heard. And obviously, it is the crossbow and the Rex only. That is all I'm allowed to use, but I gave myself a little bit of leeway in terms of if I run out of bullets for my Rex and arrows for my crossbow, I'm allowed to change, alright? That ain't against the rule, though. That's part of the rules, alright? And I found it very, very difficult in a lot of different instances. Now, you'll notice, okay, and there's the double kill, but you'll notice that oftentimes I kind of jump the gun. I can compare it to this. Okay, do you guys remember a while ago, at least in Bad Company 2, I think the same thing happens in Battlefield 3 as well, but you'll see sometimes I just get sloppy with my crossbow, but most of the time I'm fairly accurate with it. But you'll notice sometimes I jump the gun and I switch to my Rex too quickly. It's a lot like in Bad Company 2 what I would compare it to. Do you guys remember in Bad Company 2 with your 40 mil shotty, like, whip out my shotty like John Guy, alright? You remember you would whip out your shotty, and that guy got it right in the chest. That's, of all the places that I would want an arrow, I don't think it would, despite the fact that I wouldn't want an arrow penetrating my body in any way, shape, or form. It's not like, nah, penetrating my hand, not so bad. I wouldn't want an arrow penetrating me nonetheless, but I think of all the places, the chest is probably not the most desirable area. But you will notice, what I wanted to say, do you guys remember in Bad Company 2 where you would pop your 40 mil shotgun and then immediately start firing with your assault rifle? And sometimes you would screw it up and just go ahead and switch too early to your assault rifle, or you'll notice right here. I switch sometimes too early to my Rex and I don't even end up firing my crossbow because I'm trying to do it so quickly, but I'm still working on it. Now, what else I wanted to say, and yes, I'm out of ammo for everything, so this is when I finally decided to change, alright? I finally decided to change. And like there, I'm just trying to suppress the guy so he doesn't fire at me. There's so many recons in this DLC, you don't even understand. And what I wanted to say was, I think that I still have yet to find the perfect game type for me in terms of endgame. Like, I definitely think that it can be fun, 64-player rush, but oftentimes it is just filled with medics, with M16s. Not that every other game mode in all of Battlefield 3 isn't filled with M16s and medic trains. But I think it's especially bad with 64 players, and you can easily tell a lot of these maps are not designed for 64 players. Just, why did you stick that many guys behind one rock, and then some guy, like some catfish, just runs around, oh, C4 over and over and over again. Okay, what is that map called? It's, the rail, it's not the railway, though. There's a, okay, Sabalin Pipeline, and I know a lot of you debate me, like, it's Sabalan, Badger, clearly Sabalan, but I call it Sabalin, alright? Sabalin Pipeline, there is this technique that I saw this guy do. You constantly have a recon put down a spawn beacon, whether you're defending or attacking, it pretty well works both ways, and then you constantly have a support guy rotating in, parachuting in right off the spawn beacon, and throwing C4 down. You can get so many multi-kills, it's silly. It's just silly, and Mr. Recon, good morning, Carl, that's interesting nonetheless, and I hate to say it, but that's what a lot of Endgame is. Endgame is just Carl after bush monster after cloth monster, just sitting around with his sniper rifle in his base. And I thought about kind of sniping out the pilot, but it seems like the other helicopter kind of did my job for me. And also, too, I'd like to say that 64 players in general, I don't think works very well with Endgame. Capture the flag is essentially, like I've said previously, either you're sitting at your own base, sitting at the enemy base, or you're one of the 3 brave souls on each team that just tries to get the flag and, oh, welcome to Claymores, oh, welcome to C4. Now, I have seen a little bit of a movement in terms of some servers do not allow C4 and capture the flag, at least on your own flag. So you get banned if you put C4 on your own flag, and right in the, oh, I was going to say pelvis. I didn't even know how to kill him in one shot. I didn't understand how that worked, but whatever. And I wanted to say that it is so refreshing, yet so frustrating to not be using an assault rifle. You guys know that I really do enjoy assault rifles, but at this point in time, I think it's such an easy button that I really don't enjoy myself, because I just feel like I'm not really winning this game because I have any kind of skill or any sort of attributes that make me excel over the opposing team. It just turns into, I'm winning because I'm using an assault rifle. Awesome. Like the AEK, M416, all those guns, it just seems like such an easy button. I don't really enjoy using it. And I think there's a consensus that a lot of you guys don't like seeing it, at least at this point. Now, you will see at the end of this game, this is what my friend Kia said. Okay, there was one point in time where we were playing Killing Floor, and I was hogging all of the kills because I was using that. You guys know that gun. Is it called an M32? It looks like a Magnum, but it's a grenade launcher, and it's absolutely terrifying. But basically what it does is it kills every zombie in like a huge radius. And I remember we were camping a doorway one time, and I was stealing all the kills. He was getting 0 points, 0 dosh, loads of money. He was getting nothing. And he basically said, you're ruining it for everyone. And that's exactly. The guy that I just shot, he's going to ruin it for everyone in just a few seconds here. You want to know why? Because he's using a certain gun and just... Oh. I wish that... Okay, this is what I wish. I wish DICE would ban the M16, the M416, the AEK, and all the other good assault rifles for like a week. Just to see how the gameplay changed a little bit. I would just like to see it for a fun experiment. I finally got my kill streak ended at 17 kills, and then look what happens. I get killed by this level 100 M16A3, 100 assault stars, 100 M16A3 service stars. You're ruining it for everyone. I died 6 straight times, and that's the end of the game. Because a bunch of guys joined. They weren't all level 100, but there was at least 2 squads that all joined because the server was kind of empty before that, and it just turned into, there are now 8 people on the map, all reviving each other, all using the M16. Welcome to hell. That's exactly what it was. Especially when I'm using a crossbow and a Rex. It was not pretty. But I want to thank you guys very much for watching. I'd remind you that I'm currently live streaming if it's still Saturday night. And for your bonus clip, it is going to be the best. I won't ruin it for you, but I just got to say that I got destroyed. All right? I did not see that coming. All right? I did not see that coming at all. So I want to thank you very much for watching. I'm going to incorporate your feedback, as always, in terms of German commentaries and wanting music and anything else you guys liked. So I'll see you guys next time. Auf Wiedersehen und bis bald und later.
the fuck was that?